want to gank him, which
Yeah. But
then
typing can still be the
panic.
deciding factor in India. If like a fight was happening, that could be a 2v2.
I imagine if there's a 2v2, it would be myself versus Mawar. I guess Taiping Mawar versus us. Like, Mawar's just so much stronger than myself. Like, I do have force limit right now just because I've built my buildings and he has it, but 100k troops I don't think is gonna make up for the troop quality
Mewar's
difference.
discipline is just crazy.
Why has Mewar 149 discipline?
Didn't he have 2 disc events?
Yeah, he has the +10 at the moment.
No, he doesn't.
I don't.
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
You just finished.
143.
Oh, he's a strict ruler.
Strict
Yeah,
ruler.
strict and
His strict
advisor.
ruler still hasn't died.
And he had the increased quality event, probably.
What
Yeah, I can get a +15. I'm
had
at
it
123.
Yeah, he has reorganized Rajput. No, that's it.
No, that's counter reform. He had the 5% discipline event from
Yeah,
Cold
he mainly just has it from strict ruler.
Yeah. I think at like regular fighting strengths, I'm at 140. I'm at 125 at the moment, but I removed like the edict and everything because I took all the policies for the war, and that was the only one that was running.
Yeah,
so
you guys actually lost that battle in
Niedersachsen.
Yeah. We overstacked a lot.
Netherlands has the troop numbers and troop quality because these Burgundy ideas. France, like, this is the reason everyone wants to fight France. It's like France with 700 force limit and 7 morale, 7.8 morale right now, is extremely strong.
It was mostly the Lithuanian war that I think sapped the French power, because Lithuania lost like with typing 750k.
They traded 4-1.
Yeah, France lost 2 million in this war.
Yeah, it's interesting that he went so aggressively into Lithuania when Lithuania is
he did a classic Napoleon. He did a classic Napoleon.
This was actually classic Napoleon. That's true.
Like, Lithuania only has
Russia
380 force limit and 120 disc, and
yeah, he should have started taking them way earlier. He went for 100%.
Against most his enemies, France can just like steamroll and advance, and it was not used to get stopped by fighting. So he
was so close to 100%, it made him greedy.
When he saw like the typing troops for the first time, he didn't realize that he was like
Taiping is basically the French of the East.
Yeah.
I mean, even then it was super tight, because at one point
Taiping also has 7.6 morale.
France had at one point 95% war score.
And then when we arrived in...
And then they won 2 battles, and then Hong Kong joined, and then he dropped down to 67.
And he was fighting against the clock as well, because well, he knew that Prussia was gonna fight for its independence, and being in Lithuania at this time was like really a mistake. I don't understand why he declared this one.
He just managed to withdraw from Lithuania before Prussia started, but I think it still was... He still committed too much. He just... when the war ended, when he was close to 100%, he already was out of manpower and was just running half of his army on mercenaries. And you cannot fight another great war with Prussia with just them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think France... let me see the French buildings, because I think he should be quite behind on that.
He had all his manufactories and training fields.
Yeah, manufacturers are pretty okay.
What's gonna hurt is the construction centers literally just unlocked, and he has no monies.
Yeah, he has
it's looking like, just looking around, it looks like the only people who really saved and built them immediately were Mamluks, Punjab, and Mewar. Maybe, I'm gonna check Malaya now. Malaya has no money, so he might have built them.
Yeah, actually the French problem is not money, because he has so much of it, but manpower, he's just...
No, money matters, because even, it's still 180k times general, 180 times like 100 provinces, which is generally 18k. Like that's a lot of money to dump all at once, and he doesn't have any. So even with he's only reinforcing by 50 because of Merc. So he's only making 100 surplus a month.
I mean, he could
18K
take loans.
is going to be like 108 months.
140 loans at max. I don't
years?
think we're going to see France bankruptcy without like him being fully occupied.
Yeah, but he should probably just take the 18K immediately and just build all his force limit buildings because that will get him more Merc cap.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't go bankrupt in 5 years, it'll be well worth it in the long run.
And I don't think he's going to go bankrupt anytime soon, to be honest. Like Mewar and Tuscany would have to occupy all of France.
I'm honestly surprised to not see. I mentioned it to Taipei. I said, "Hey, you need to build your force limit building." Because that's really all that because I've been trying to keep a relative balance of power in Asia since Mawar's kind of been a runaway nation. So it's like, well, yeah, we need other people to be strong, keep Mawar in check. And Malaya not giving money to Taipei for him to force limit buildings is extremely disappointing here.
Yeah, Taipei is not that built up, to be honest.
Tapping its manufacturers, it's there.
There's so many manufacturers left. And
yeah, in the northern lands especially, there's barely any.
Maybe, but if you look at the dev map mode in China, like every province is at 20.
I mean, that still doesn't excuse not having your force limit and your manufactories. Those are just so powerful. A manufactory is, what, 5 dev?
Yeah,
5 dev.
And China starts high dev to begin with.
Yeah, it's 20 everywhere. Kind of like France. France is 20 everywhere as well. Did you guys notice the Malaya war, by the way? That was great.
No, what happened?
So Malaya, during all of this fighting, occupied all of England and all of Iberia.
Oh, really?
Yep. Also controlled Gibraltar.
I know I reminded him that Kent was only a level 2 fort and that he should go after it. I guess it happened after that.
I mean, you can check out the devastation map mode.
What did he get out of it?
Like some colonies, I think. Not that much, to be honest.
Australia was colonized by the Pope.
Yep.
I'm a bit sad. I mentioned the fact to him that he should have canceled his colonies and let like Hong Kong have Australia or something like that to keep the coal there.
I mean, him getting like England occupied, I can understand, but how did he get Iberia? Like, there's no way he can.
No France and level 2.
France had to send all its troops. It's literally that simple.
And I mean, France was keeping a stack in the back, but Malaya was constantly splitting his troops and running around, and he couldn't just pay enough attention to actually catch them. And then he ended up occupying all of Iberia. That was sick.
Nice.
And he actually got France to stop hitting range with that. So
I mean, that kind of played a lot in the other wars.
I mean, it's not like, I guess the manpower recovery lowered, but France was not running out of money.
Inca owns the Azores.
Yeah, of course. Why would
no? But just in terms of micro gestures, you know, like having all the pop-ups coming
Malaya
and everything.
released Kabila off the coast of West Africa.
Oh wow, well that's something. Actually, Incas control all the islands most of the islands in the Atlantic. So that's why they had the range to Spain. So you guys are not going to be doing any more stuff in Europe, or are you guys continuing
we
to...
at least need to recover our manpower.
Yeah, a priori no. I mean, the main goal of this whole excursion was to free Prussia, was free, and like to slow down both France and Byzantium. Yeah.
I'm very happy to see Georgia grow. I'm always happy to have a minor grow in the end game.
Yeah, Georgia.
Basically, Byzantium is dead,
well.
And we'll see how France recovers. I think like he's alone in Europe now, so he will still
yeah,
be.
but Netherlands is not really helping him, kind of, in this war. But I don't think it's going
really
to be
can't, because
turning.
Netherlands for some reason went, what was it? Yeah, he went innovative before quantity, so he has troop quality. But the problem is the troop quality is kind of garbage. Innovative was nerfed so hard that the troop quality is just not. Like, you can go offensive before quantity, because 5% disc is really strong. 20% infantry combat would have been strong, but...
Why did he even go for innovative now?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Especially
probably
before.
the advisor discount.
Mewar will probably continue fight France because he has a good alliance with Tuscany.
It's also one of those funny things where technically this was probably one of the easiest sessions to invade India. If Taipei and Hong Kong had wanted to invade Nepal and Mewar, it would have been very easy because their armies were across the world. But everyone
Chinese armies were across the world even before yours were. So
yeah, they were in Lithuania. But we had an agreement, like with Crazy Axe, we both knew that it was a time for each other to fight the other, but we decided like that Prussia was the main target. So
yeah, like you needed free Prussia, otherwise with France.
Basically, the session was over. We fought so much to kill France, and we just slowed him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, France didn't even take much damage other than monetary.
Yeah, he lost Prussia, so for all that's worth.
How many loans does he have? Like a dozen, maybe less. Like it's ridiculous how strong he is.
He has 18.
18, yeah.
But he's out of manpower, which is actually more relevant.
What's actually really funny is that he has so much negative score from losing the wars recently that he has no ticking in-game score.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because he has minus like 13 from the Prussian War, minus 10 from the Malayan War, and minus 7 from the Lithuanian War. That it's...
What is his Merc force limit?
I think 250 or something around that.
Okay.
It's not that high.
5. Yeah, 250 exactly.
So he cannot beat Mewar with only Mercs, but he can beat Tuscany with only Mercs, I think.
Well,
yeah, Tuscany for sure. Tuscany
with a 5 mil ruler and mil focus, he does have.
Yeah, he can slacken quite often.
I mean, he gets what, 180k from one slacken?
And he still didn't use his nobility manpower for some reason. That's 200k.
Because he wants the manpower recovery speed.
But he lost it before anyways, and still didn't use it. I guess he just was waiting for it to regain from event or something. Yeah, at some point he was like minus 50% manpower recovery because the recruitment sabotage, war exhaustion, and the nobility was unhappy as well. Are you guys sabotaging him, by the way? Who is sabotaging?
No, Bob is. He's been doing it for like 30 years since last session.
The thing is this, without the war exhaustion and recruitment sabotage, he makes like 12k manpower a month.
Yeah. That's way more than anyone else. More than twice of Mewar. Actually, how big is for Mamluks? Yeah, Mamluks only have 7k, and they're pretty close in max manpower.
Because Mamluks have way less modifiers.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, Bob still hasn't taken a single loan from the whole campaign.
I mean, he's just saving so much money.
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like, not once in the campaign did he take a loan.
I'm pretty sure Bob has taken loans due to events this campaign.
Yeah, I think he at some point.
I don't think he's ever had to take a loan for a war, but I'm 99% sure he's had events.
Skanderberg says that he paid 0 interest and paid 0 like repaying loans.
Damn. Wow. And all paid for your money from trade.
Yeah.
I'm way too liberal.
I
With
am closing that gap though in
Yeah, only
how
100
much we've
ducats left.
spent and how much has been spent total because he's banking his 28k.
I mean, how much can he even build?
I mean, he actually can build
He
quite
can build
a
a
few
lot of
manufactories
his
in
force
Arabia.
alignment buildings.
He can still build quite a lot of stuff, to be honest.
Okay, some manufacturers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially in Arabia, and it's, I think, pretty good place to build some manufactories.
I think one of my big mistakes this campaign was that I exploited too much the admin
Oh yeah.
admin dev, and so that lowered my building. Yeah, I did it too soon.
Yeah, you gotta
Too soon, Executor.
exploit it for breakpoints.
Oh, all of Byzantium is empty out of admin.
Yeah, oh my god, all of
And
South
manpower
India
as well.
is 10 down.
He didn't have the choice. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had to did it in
I mean, to be
multiple
honest-
death wars.
Yeah, I mean, he had so many bankruptcies this session, I think like 4 or 5.
The other thing is you probably should move your level 3 ports. Because they give manpower in a building slot, and right now one of them is in like Rock here. Which is like the shitty coast, the Arakan coast.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
If you have the manpower, if you have the money,
Do you
just
have a... Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One should really reconsider you moving your level 3 ports.
Yeah, that's
Or at least... Because you have some...
The one in the Bengal node is like I had it since the beginning of the game. It starts at level 3. So yeah, I should downgrade it.
Yeah, finish the buildings first, and then lose the slot.
Yeah.
I mean,
You get to
if you have the building already queued, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think it's getting deleted at this point.
Yeah. So, have a pleasant night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you show the universities real quick, Byzantic?
Where? Nepal?
Everywhere, like in the big countries, to see who has them. To see if
going
like where we can expect it to spawn. Oh, okay.
Punjab
Mewar
doesn't have
has
that
a
many,
lot.
so yeah, Mewar is kind of like China, not that many. Hong Kong is okay. Malaya has them everywhere, like everywhere.
Yeah. So Mewar and Malaya.
Oh, Mamluks don't have that many. UAE are also not that many. France not that many.
That will play for the last 50 years, I think.
Lithuania has barely anything. And Dutch have them everywhere. So I guess Dutch, Mewar or Malaya are most likely, I think.
Yeah, and even if they don't spawn it, they will have the institution very fast.
Yeah, GG, very good session and still a lot of excitement left for the next one.
Yep, see ya.
See ya guys next week. GG.
Team.